Walking into a BJJ academy for the first time feels like being the new kid at school. But in this case, everyone knows how to fight. Trust me, I feel you. It's a bit intimidating. But usually that fear comes because you don't know exactly what is gonna be next. In today's video, I'm walking you through from the first time you enter from the main door until you leave it. So let's dive in. First, when you arrive to the academy, you wanna meet someone that is gonna explain you about how the facilities are, what are the rules, what are the discipline, what to wear, what you don't have to have in the mats. And then they're gonna provide you a paper form called waiver. I encourage you to read all the form, but you might feel a bit scary because you're gonna be reading some words like injury or event of death. You don't need to panic. Think in a way that the business is covering his back. For example, if someone wants to try a extreme sport like parachuting, or if you might be working in a high risk environment like mining, it's the same form. In reality, you are in charge about your own safety. If you use your common sense and you don't do stupid things, you don't need to worry at all. Once you're changed and put the correct gear for the class, could be a gi or no gi class, be aware of that, you might be getting onto the mat. As a friendly way, normally people say hi to your training partners before you start. When your instructor comes to the mat, it's time to line up. It's a ceremonial way to bow in and greet before start the class. Be mindful that it's gonna be the line from the highest to the lowest belt rank. Most academies start their training with a, let's say, low pace, intermediate pace warm-up, around 10-15 minutes. You can go from running around, moving all your joints and limbs, or you can do some specific movements involved in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, like shrimping, shoulder rolls, stand-ups, whatever the instructor decides. Don't you worry at the beginning. Everyone feels a bit clumsy in the first days. You just need to create your muscle memory to start knowing how these movements are made. The next part of the class is the learning part or drilling. The instructor will decide to perform like a movement, escape, attack, sweep, whatever he chooses, and you need to partner with some people. In some cases you are sometimes 3, 2, you will change around your class. This is more like a lap phase when you and your partner start slow and with control to recreate the movement he already taught. Now is the time to ask common questions and with no pressure because each question is a good question. We come to the final part of the class. Normally 15 to 10 minutes before you go is the time when people do live sparring or rolling. But here is my honest advice for a late starter. Try to don't do it. To be transparent, that can be one of your worst decisions at the beginning. You don't know how to defend yourself, you don't know how to move, how to make things properly, and at the end you need to be safe. Doing as fastest move or trying to perform like any weird movement on your first days can lead hurting someone or hurting yourself. So for the most part, try to skip it. In some cases, the instructor or other training partners will try to push you to try at least something and to get used to this kind of session. At the end, you're gonna be the only one choosing if you want to try or not. But remember, you have a long journey ahead. You don't need to be a champion on the first day. Well, you survive, congrats, finito. You officially survived your first day on a BJJ class. But before you signed in a new academy, have you thought about what is a good academy for yourself? So for this reason, in the next video, I'll be covering the 3 big red flags you need to avoid before signing up in a new academy. Click here to check it out.